Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Dror and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to talk with you and show you around a small kind of nice tool that I created to maintain and edit and create my CV. Sometimes it's needed, unfortunately or fortunately, depends how you look at it. So when you need it, I like to separate content from formatting. It's something I did already when I started my PhD and I got to know LaTeX, and I really fell in love with this concept that you separate the content and you let something else take care of how it's being formatted. And at some point I wanted to do something similar also with my CV. So to have the content of my CV on one side and generate the final PDF on the other hand. I googled around. In the past I found something. I will show you, I'll leave a link here in the description of the video, something that got me inspired, taking a JSON and turning it into a CV. But it wasn't really easy to maintain, and at some point I decided to write it on my own, and this is what I want to show you today. So nothing too fancy about Python, but maybe still you will find it useful. Leave some comments below. How do you manage your CV? How do you enjoy this? How do you split and create different CVs for different purposes, and so on and so forth? Let's have a look how I do this. This is the repository of my code. It's available for everyone to use and download. And in order to get started, you will need Podman or Docker, and Task. Task file is really nice way of creating tasks, and it's kind of the make file, the next generation. So I really like it. We will see a bit of that later in the video. Once you have it, and assuming you have poetry, you can set up the local environment. You build some LaTeX image that is used to eventually create the PDF. So I'm using LaTeX under the hood. And there's a task build CSV, which what it's doing essentially, it's calling a short tool that I wrote that takes the JSON, parses it, and replaces using Jinga 2 the components in a template. And then it creates a text file and then compiles that text into a PDF. Let's have a look in more details. So let's start with the task file here I promised to show you. So this is a very basic task file. It's a YAML, so it's much easier to read and manage. You can do really a lot of things with it. Have a look here. I strongly recommend using it. Leave some comments below whether you used it, how do you like it, and so on. And we will focus here on the build CV target. In the makefile language it was target. Now here we're talking about a task, and it depends, actually it runs 3 tasks: the JSON to text, text to PDF, and then a cleanup. And as you can see, the JSON to text here is running our FooCV, and it gets 3 arguments. We have the CV template text Jinja, the content, and the output file. In this case it will be foo.text. Let's start with the template. The template here is text, only with a bit of Jinja 2 injected into it. And since percentage is a very special character for comments in text, you need to rewrite or override the default keywords to start injections into the template. And here I use block and var. Let's have a look how it happens. This is here in the CLI. We define in the environment of Jinja 2 the certain things we need to have here so the injection will work as expected. I use here Typer for this, and actually all it does, it loads the template, loads the JSON, parses that, and using, where do we have it? Here, using where was it here? Mistolet, or I don't actually know how to pronounce it. I didn't bother to check that. We have a LaTeX render, and we use that to render the components and eventually get a tex file, which is then compiled. I also provide here a LaTeX Docker file, so you can build your own image where everything's needed from a LaTeX perspective is installed, so you can use it and actually get a PDF ready. So let's just try it out. We need to first the template, so that would be the template. We need the content, that will be the content, and the output will be, I don't know, foo.tex. So we get some debugging information here. You can, of course, change that. And we get a nice tex file, which uses modern CV. And everything is injected. There are some iterations here for different things. We will see it in a second. And some spaces here are, they're being injected, but they're not actually picked by tex, so that's fine. And if we want, let's just use now the task to, where was it? Build the CV. So everything will be ran and also cleaned afterwards. And now we have the foo.pdf. And here is our lovely PDF. So I think now we can have a quick look into the structure of the content, the JSON. And this will be right here. And as you can see, for example, we have the bio data, first name, last name, and so on. These all come and appear here. You have the first name, all the social stuff that comes in here, a list of some keywords or something that you may add here that comes from here from the stars. And then we can also see in the template that, where is it, for summary items, right here we have points, summary items, sorry, that was the summary items points. This comes here, so these are the points here. And you see already how things are connected one to the other. So we have on one hand this content, we have the template that is tightly coupled to this. This is something that you are free to change as you wish, add colors, change the order, change the formatting, whatever you want. This is just a start. And based on this, you can actually have your own repository. You can use the task file I provide, and you can separate content from the visual, from the presentation. And this is very nice because you can keep track of it under Git or any other versioning control. You can automate this in terms of publishing your CV to websites and so on. Of course, you can take it to the next level and also use another templating, for example, to generate an HTML version of your PDF, of your CV, or a markdown, or I don't know, whatever you want to do, right? The sky's the limit. This is just a start. I enjoy it. I use it for many years now. It's also nice to keep track of your CV this way. And honestly, I have some ideas of future developments to this, but stay tuned. Maybe I will talk about it in other videos. In the meantime, why don't you leave some comments below and share how do you manage your CV? How do you do that? How do you enjoy being a geek and also sometimes preparing your CV? I hope you like this video. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the channel. Many people watching the channel, they're not subscribed, and that's not, I mean, it can be nicer, right? So click the like button, click the subscribe so you don't miss further content I generate here and produce for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Dr. Dror. Thank you for joining me, and good luck if you need CVs for some job hunt.